About depression with Barnai Roberto. Depression symptoms are very common and common, much more often than people think. The symptom of depression is actually acting as a biological brake. In situations where a typical male or female conflict occurs, in order not to fall into the extreme, the person's brain involves biological inhibition. So depression is nothing more than a biological brake. In the new medical science, new medicine, biology, the knowledge of depression and its mechanism is very advanced. So let's get to know its basics so that it can be easily and quickly understood. I will describe them briefly. On the right side of our brain, in the same place regardless of gender, there are so-called right-hand sex zone and sexuality relatives. This zone is affected by typical male or female conflicts. In the first place, as the impact of conflicts also has a pre-established order. Firstly, there are conflicts between right-handed men and left-handed women. A right-handed sexually mature man. It may be a conflict of territorial danger, loss of possession, or irritability in relation to its territory and area of influence. The female left-handed woman's conflict also hits this place, which is why it is not on the other sides that it is left-handed. In the left-handed woman, the conflict of ugliness, frustration is going to be here, gender identity, and so conflict of nesting limit. If a person without impaired fertility undergoes this kind of conflict, on this side of her head in the sex zone, a fuse is switched off. What is physiological significance? Firstly, inducing changes in the organs depending on the location of the nodule. Secondly, in consequence of pathological changes, causes hormonal disturbances. The tumor that appears at this place in the right-hand man causes depression. The level of male hormones falls, causing him to behave in a female manner. In this connection, another sexual conflict in this man will already be typical of the world of female psyche, and who is already on the other side causing mania, but later on. 30. Depression is the consequence of a conflict that hits the sex zone to the right. When someone resolves their conflict, his desire for life immediately returns and depression disappears. Then during an epileptic crisis there will be a brief recurrence of depression. In such cases, people not very capable of this state with something specific to associate, and also because they have not traced the whole process, they mistakenly believe that depression comes from nothing. It's not true. The brain tumors and the processes involved biological are precisely defined and run in strict order. If hormone-releasing condoms and depressive disorders are resolved, depression will cease to exist. Man literally will not be able to produce symptoms of depression.